So we're all plugging away on WolfQuest, trying to get everything in shape for early release. But sometimes it feels like we're caught in Zeno's paradox. Zeno was an ancient Greek, lived around 450 BC, and he thought of a lot of dichotomies or paradoxes. And one of them is called Zeno's paradox or dichotomy paradox. And he says if you're going somewhere, you've got a destination. First, you go halfway there, and now you're halfway there. But then you go halfway between where you are now and the remaining distance, you get another halfway. But each time, when you go halfway of the remaining distance, the distance you travel gets smaller and smaller, but there's always the other half of that remaining distance. And so you never can actually reach your destination. You're getting closer and closer, but mathematically you can never reach it. And sometimes that's how game development feels. So for example, we've been playing it, testing it, tweaking it, fixing a lot of stuff. Here, just running around, checking things out, and there's this shadow on the ground. What is this? Following the wolf. Zoom in closer, it seems to follow the camera, so let's take a look there. It is a rock, actually. It's a bunch of rocks that are being spawned at the camera position. And I think I know what's causing this. I'm not quite sure how to prevent it. I can just disable shadows so they don't cast a shadow. We've got so many different systems and tools working in the game that a lot of weird things happen between one thing and another thing, and a lot of what you just get kind of stuck in at this point is just trying to make sure that all these systems and tools are working smoothly together and not causing problems with one another. Here, testing out some new moose animations, chasing the moose, catching closer, biting it, and what that moose does not like to be bitten, I guess. It just shrinks down. Looking closer, I discovered that the new animations were made in a different software program than the original. It had a different basic scale, centimeter versus meter, and so it was being imported at 1/10 the normal size for the moose, and so it really did shrink down to 10% of its normal size when you bit it, which, I suppose is one kind of defense, but not the kind we want here. A lot of just other weird things. There's just all these holes in the terrain, these sharp depressions. We're using real topographic data for the terrain, and I zoom in on it into the height map. I don't see anything going that would cause this, but they're there. So they're just here and there all across the map. So that's one of those mysteries, but you just got to go in and put the time in to smooth them out. All the optimizations that Tommy's been making to the animal behaviors has caused some problems with the save game functionality, which itself has been a big challenge. We've been chipping away at that since last summer, actually, but we're just saving a lot of data about this vast eco-simulation. That's taken far more time than we imagined to build it, refine it, hone it, fix it. So another place where Zeno really seemed to be on target. Getting stranger wolves to behave aggressively, but not really obnoxiously when you're venturing into their territory. We want to have them be a challenge, but not so annoying that like when you're fleeing that they just keep biting you. So tweak after tweak to get that just right. We're setting up the tutorial tips to help explain how to play the game. What is that? Oh, there is something else we have to look into. Yeah, so the tutorial tips are fairly straightforward, but getting them to be smart enough to be helpful and not intrusive or annoying is, again, it's a longer journey of halves than we imagined. But along the way, we are making a lot of little tweaks. Like here, look at this. You can now look up and down in scent view. It's amazing what technology lets you do nowadays. So we are making progress, and fortunately Aristotle and Archimedes and many other smart people have tried to address Zeno's paradox to prove that it is not true. And so we're pretty confident here that we are making real progress towards getting this game in shape and ready to release. Not there yet, but each half distance gets shorter and shorter until we will make it.